Hey, Shalom, Akyam. First off, I want to say the water, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai, for giving me a spirit to do this video. And Shalom to you brothers out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. This video I'm going into is about covering the multitude of sins by doing the work. But you can't cover any sins if you don't do the work, because that means you're not doing the will, which means you're not following the commandment that was given. So you're open, you're naked, okay? And the first scripture I'm going to go to is James chapter 5, verse 20. It says, "Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins." Right. So you can't do that unless you're doing the work, unless you're waking up our people and taking them to the straight gate and showing them the straight way, not waking them up to be an Israelite and then lying after that like these other camps do, IUIC, etc., GOCC, but actually waking them up and then saying, go you this way, the right way, the straight gate, the narrow path, okay? So you only can do that if you're doing the work. Next scripture, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7 through 8. "But the end of all things is at hand. Be you therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins." Right. That's that fervent love. What is love? The commandments. Teaching each other to move forward and do more of the right things according to what Yahweh Shimi Hawashai told us to do, according to the scriptures, man. Exhorting each other. That's part of the law. Helping each other along the way. Exhorting each other to the kingdom of heaven. That's how you cover a multitude of sins, man. Because you're showing that love to each other, okay? And those out there that you're trying to show love to, that we all trying to show love to through the four corners of the earth, trying to wake them up and they talking shit and calling us names and scorning and scoffing and all that stuff, well, that's on them. But we showed that love. They didn't accept the love, okay? That covered a multitude of sins as well, because you're doing the work. It's all about doing the work, man, and not being that slothful servant. Because if you that slothful servant, you in trouble with Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. So you got to examine yourself, make sure that ain't you. Next scripture we're going to go to, Matthew chapter 25, starting at verse 34. And right before this, it speaks about the talents. When you read up about the one who received the 5 talents or 3 talents, he brought back more, and the other one hid his talent in the earth. It speaks about that before this, just so you get an idea when I read down and really fully get that meat, all right? So I'm going to start at Matthew 25, verse 34. "Then shall the king say unto them on the right-hand side, Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world." That's the elect. "For I was a hungered, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we the sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, you have done it unto me." So by you doing the work, by you feeding the flock, like he told Peter, "You love me, Peter, feed my flock," because you're doing that unto him. By you exhorting another brother, you're doing it unto Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. If they need something, you're there for them. You're not holding back stuff when you know they need it and you are in the power to do so. You're not holding it back because you know they need it. And it's twofold, because it could be physical stuff that you help with. Maybe a brother needed some money. You know, maybe he was short on something, or just simply the word, and feed him with the word, the meat in due season, which I'm going to read in a minute. Okay? That's how you was there for the Lord. So you got to remember that, man, claiming that you're serious about this truth. If you can help a brother in any kind of way, You need to do so through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, because the elect is going to be doing that. And by you doing it to them, you're also doing it to the Lord. Okay? Verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, depart from me, you cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was a hungered, and you gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in. Naked, and you clothed me not. Sick and in prison, and you visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee a hunger and a thirst and a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? That ministers serve. So they ask him, when did we not serve thee? Verse 45. Then shall he answer them, saying, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it not to one of these least of these, ye did it not to me. You see, that's how it works, man. Because the body of Yahweh Shem Shai is made up of men, as Yahweh Shem Shai being the head of that body. So you're supposed to help the members of the body, okay? Because we all one. But if you're not helping the body at all, then yeah, you fit that bill, man. You didn't visit it when he was sick. You didn't visit it when he was thirst. You didn't visit it when he was in prison. You didn't minister when he was hungry. None of that. Basically, you didn't do the work. You hid your talent. As I told you before when you read up in this chapter. You hid your talent. You was a slothful servant, and you did not do the work. So if you don't do the work that the Lord tell you to do, then how are you going to fulfill ministering and giving one of these little ones to drink when they're thirsty, to eat when they're hungry, to help them when they're sick, etc.? The long list. You can't do that by hiding your talent. So you automatically fit the bill as a slothful servant. Okay? Let's go to verse 46, last verse. And these shall go away into everlasting punishment, the ones who hid their talent, but the righteous into life eternal. Right into the kingdom. And the ones who played with the word and did not do the work, okay, fervently, and was lukewarm, so to speak, and were cold, they went to punishment. They got destroyed by, as we know it, Babylon being destroyed by these nuclear missiles that's coming. That's a prophecy. You read in Revelations and other chapters, Jeremiah, okay, Obadiah, about Babylon, the mystery Babylon, which is America, getting destroyed. Okay. From there, I'm going to go to Matthew 24, starting at 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord have made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? And that household that you're supposed to give meat to is also giving meat unto Yahweh Shai, to Yahweh Shem Shai. That's why it says to give meat in due season. When you read before what I read, it says, you didn't give me meat when I was hungry. Right, you did nothing. You sat on the talent. You saw the wolf coming, and you just sat there and did what you wanted to do, what you was comfortable with, okay, while hiding the money, which is his knowledge is true that the Lord gave you. You hid it under the dirt somewhere, under the pillow, in the closet, in the garage, under a whole bunch of old stuff. That's not giving the Lord's household meat in due season. That's withholding the meat. Verse 46, blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Why? Because if he's doing that, he's doing it unto the Lord, unto Yahweh Shem Shai, because it's Yahweh's will, and Yahweh Shai, you're doing it unto him through Yahweh's will in the first place. So it trickles down. You're doing it unto the man. You feed them the meat in due season, which is doing it unto Yahweh Shai, which is doing it unto Yahweh, the Most High. Okay? Because this is the Most High's movie. This is the Most High's will. All right? So it says, blessed is that servant whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. 47. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. But and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming, meaning he loses patience and goes back to the world and start doing what he want to do and doesn't repent, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken, which a lot of these guys that fell off, okay, they used to be in GMS and other guys, now they smiting us. They're smiting the real man that really believe, that's adjusted as life goes on, as we wait and be patient for Yahweh Shem Shai. They have adjusted and still doing the work, and they're not doing the work, so they mad. So now they smiting because really they lost patience. They don't have the faith. Well, those guys are going to be the ones that didn't give when we were hungry, that didn't give when a brother was athirst to a brother that was in need of anything, which is most importantly the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the edifying, the charity, the exhorting of this word. All right? Verse 50. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him. And these guys ain't looking for the Lord, man. Nate ain't looking for Yahweh Shem Shai to come back. No way. He's not. GLCC, Ricard, he ain't looking for the Lord to come back because they hoping the Lord don't come back because they know what they're doing is wicked. Extorting money and playing games with the word, using the word to heap onto them many Israelites, mostly women, so they can have the glory right now of being somebody. So we know they ain't looking for the Lord. So they ain't giving the right meat because they got a lot of leaven in their doctrine, man. So they ain't giving them the right meat. All right? Start back at 50. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Right. So once again, the charity doing the work covers a multitude of sins, and that covering is by the blood of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? That's what that covering is. By you being protected by what? Doing his will. Okay? But if you ain't doing the will and you hide the talent, you're going to be one of these guys. The ones that's going to be gnashing the teeth. Okay? And going to be destroyed, man, when that destruction comes. And a lot of other things before that, man. Pestilence, tribulations in general. Jacob's trouble in general, man. You're going to fall flat on your face. So whoever is liking that, you better repent. You know, the Lord gave us repentance. But the thing is, you can't wait too late because you don't know when the Lord going to shut that door on you, where your spirit will never be into this word ever again. Your spirit will never be on point. That light is cut off. The wisdom he gave you is just cut off. Now you ain't got it no more. You got to hold on to your crown and teach his word, man, until the Lord comes. He's coming. You see it's the end, okay? So you want to cover a multitude of sins? You want to be correct with your Yahweh Shem Shai? Do the will. Teach the work. Go out in the highways and byways. Put up shows. Day in and day out, meditate on his word. Wait at the door. With that, I want to say Tawada, Yahweh Shem Shai, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to you brothers out there that's doing the work in sincerity. Shalom.